guys, it's your boy Poe, and I know it's been forever and a half since I updated y'all on anything. I think the last update was just about like top surgery and stuff, and so here I am, and today is my 2 months post top surgery, and I figured I'd talk about that and tell you how that went and show you my scars. And I've got some videos up on TikTok where I've showed off the progress of my scars, but I just also want to talk a little about the process and also life at the moment, because it's nuts. So first I'll talk about top surgery. I went to Dr. Kenneth Wolf in Michigan. The total cost was $6,400 for double incision with nipple grafts. I paid for about I drove in my car. I drove myself up to Michigan. I stayed with a friend who had offered me a place to stay for about a week. She was very nice. We had never met in person before, but she was very nice, and her husband was very nice, and I'm very grateful to them. I would definitely consider them people very close to my heart now. So yeah, I had my top surgery July 23rd at about 10:30, 11 a.m. I woke up pretty easily. I didn't have any grogginess from the anesthesia. I was immediately up and ready to go. I was pretty lucid as soon as I got home. Made food for myself quite a bit. I did wind up with a hematoma, and the doctor said that is a risk. I think it's 5% of all surgeries anyway, or something like that. Anyway, knowing what I know about my own health, I'm not surprised at all, and really it wasn't a big deal. I had to have it drained at my post-op. It's left a little swelling, but all in all, not too awful. I had to drive myself. I drove myself to my post-op appointment. It was an 8-hour drive to Michigan from Tennessee, but also a 2-hour drive from where I was staying to the doctor. So I drove 2 hours to the post-op appointment and then 2 hours back after having the hematoma drained without a sedative. They used a local anesthetic instead because I had to drive myself back. Here's a pro tip. Always get a sedative if you have a hematoma drained. The sensation of blood being sucked from one's body, not fun. Anyway, I took my drains out 2 weeks later, like the doctor said. I did wind up with some fluid buildup. Not a huge deal. Not unexpected. The healing is just a little bit slower on that side because of the hematoma. So I've still got a little swelling here. No more fluid. The fluid's been gone for quite a while. I drove myself home a week later after surgery, no issue. All 8 hours in one go. And it was great. It was a great experience. From beginning to end, Dr. Wolf and his team are immaculate. Lori, his secretary, is the sweetest woman alive. They are so kind and professional. Dr. Wolf is he's a little spacey, kinda. He forgot to tell me a few things. He's works kind of fast, but he's incredibly skilled. He's incredibly kind and validating. And he answers any questions you have, really, and I truly believe he's one of the most skilled surgeons, top surgeons in the United States, especially for his cost, which is among the lowest. It was the lowest I could find. I paid entirely out of pocket. And yeah, I don't think there's much left to say. I have been doing scar care since week 4. Um, my scar care has consisted of bio oil, aloe vera, moisturizer, and once in a while scar tape, although scar tape is incredibly expensive. And I shoplifted the one I used and can't afford to buy one, and yeah. So, I guess I'll show you guys that TikTok audio. Well, this is what it looks like. So, you might be able to see just a little swelling there. No big deal. I really am fond of this side. I really haven't had an issue with stretching. They're stretched just a little, but that's because I've been working with going over my head with my arms and stuff. Because it's important that you do so your shoulders aren't locked up, or so your shoulders don't lock up. Yeah, I mean, that's basically about all there is to say about that. I am incredibly satisfied. I can't wait for the swelling to go down, because sometimes it makes me a little dysphoric. That could take months, that could take up to a year. It just depends on how my body decides to react to it, but the scars are looking really good. They're placed really well. I don't even know. So yeah. On the topic of other things, after I was tear gassed at the Black Lives Matter rally, I was invited to a friend's house and wound up staying here and meeting somebody, and I have been dating somebody for a few months now. We're very happy. Their name is Cecil, and we vibe. We have a lot in common. Like, we went to the same middle school and never met. We both worked at the Ren Fair. It's really great, and we're really happy. We were both planning on moving to California. My plan for California, they had basically the exact same one, so we decided to go together. It keeps getting pushed back. I'm having a lot of trouble, because I did dislocate my hip, and have to quit my job. I was working at FedEx, and I can't do it anymore. And also, about 2 weeks after top surgery, I was diagnosed with autism, and recommended for disability on that, and vocational services, I don't know. So I'm gonna try to vibe in California, maybe try to find a residence there, and then try to get disability or something. Maybe a P.O. box. We're trying to get a conversion van, because we're gonna be living out of the car, and it'll be pretty hard in my minivan, so we're trying to get a conversion van. We're trying to get money together. This is Goblin. She's deaf, she's dumb, she's spoiled, and I love her. One of Cecil's cats. Anyway, so trying to get money together to go to California, and we're trying to get there as soon as possible. We're trying to get the heck out of here. We're having a lot of trouble, because a lot of shit has been going down where we've been living. There's been a lot of stealing. Somebody, we know for sure who, slashed my tire, robbed our room of $50 worth of weed, which really sucks because we had $0 in the bank at the moment when that happened, and um, it's been um, it's been really tense, really at the edge of fighting and shit. So there's not a lot more to say. I mostly don't have to deal with my mom anymore. I told her to fuck herself. I told her she's not my mother anymore. Um, that she didn't deserve to be a mother in the first place. And that the only contact we're ever going to have again is her paying me reparations for ruining my life and making me go psychotic. Literally, I had a psychotic break recently. I've been struggling with hallucinations and sanity in general, dissociation, really hardcore. This year has been really hard on my mental health. I dissociate at just the thought of living on this planet. It's awful. I don't know. I don't know what else there is to say. All in all, I'm pretty good. I'm about as good as it can get, given the circumstances, I guess. I don't know how really to cope with all the awful things happening right now. And not being sure of my sanity and having to look back on my life and review everything through an autistic lens and understand that the ways I thought about things were, not always right, and I was not always right, and that a lot of the time I was dealing with a lot of issues and taking them out in avenues that weren't appropriate. So I have a lot of things that I used to believe that I don't agree with anymore, and a lot of struggles internally about what I do believe and what I can do about anything. It just doesn't seem like there's anything to be done about just, I don't know, I can't do anything about the state of the world. I've been to 4 Black Lives Matter protests. I can't change the world, and I can't change my trauma, and I can't change my situation any faster. And it's a lot. But I'm a lot better than I could be. I'm a lot better than I could be. I'm comfortable in my body in a way I've never been before. I don't really suffer from dysphoria much anymore. The only thing I'm really dysphoric about is this, and sometimes I have like minor bottom dysphoria, but it is what it is. I'm pretty happy in my body. I know I look really skinny, but I actually do put on muscle really well. My legs are actually pretty good. I've got 2 tattoos that I feel like also contribute to me being more comfortable in my body, comfortable in my aesthetic. I'm making waves in my life that I didn't think I would be able to just a couple years ago. I felt really stuck. I still feel really stuck, but I'm making progress, and it is what it is. And I guess I'm gonna be okay. So, I'll see you guys. Stay safe and be considerate and just try to move forward.